Hey everybody, welcome to the daily recap, March 28, 2022. Spartan here. Let's take a look at what we did today. So market started off a little bit choppy this morning. We were leaning bullish out the gate. We got a nice little push, and then obviously we got that pullback that happened intraday. Now, one of the things I was talking about this morning in the pre-market was this level right here, which is the pivot to the upside, is actually the head and shoulders on the daily to the upside on the market. So I didn't think we were going to break through it and get a big push right out the gate. I figured if we were going to break through it, it's going to take some time. And it did. It did. Basically took all day. We were bullishly consolidating, and then we got that continuation push at the end of the day there. Market on close was $1.8 billion sell. They paired it off and actually, started to push it to the upside. So obviously more buyers stepping in. Fantastic to see that. We'll see what we get in terms of continuation tomorrow. But in general, we did a whole bunch of different things today. On the equity side, we did a lot of equity intraday just because it was a little bit choppy, and then we switched into a little bit more options by the end of the day. But we had some Tesla long a couple times today, 1064 out the gate. We played that for 10 points. Then we got back into it on this curl. We played that into the 1090s and actually rolled some options, which we did decently well on. We did UPST this morning from 105s. Got the nice little pop. We sold into the 109s. And then we got stopped out the rest of our entry, and then we took it again off the lows. Actually on this flag break is when we took it. And that was a good one as well. mRNA, we had this long out the gate at 171. We traded that for about 2.5, 3 points to the upside. So that was a decent little trade there. GME long at 160.56. Traded that into the 165s. We got stopped out of the rest of that, and then we ended up getting back into that name at the end of the day around 160. I think it was 170s on the flag. And we got about 10 points and change on that to the upside. So that was a nice little trade there. We tried a little bit of Lulu long. Got stopped out of this morning. I wish I had a little bit of a wider stop because obviously it was a nice setup on the daily and it would have worked out great. We're in cost long, which worked out nicely from the 820 area. A point and change on that to the upside. Coin, we were long from 198. Got a nice little move on that one as well into the 202s, 203s. We're long some Roku intraday for a scalp. Worked out nicely. Only high conviction trade that we did today was SC long at 114.46 on this flag, and we got a nice little pop on that to the upside. So that was a decent little trade there. Other than that, on the equity side, we did scalp some neg to the upside when it was breaking out and pushing. That was nice. But other than that, I think we ALLG, I should say, 2080. We traded that into the 22s, which is a good little trade there. And then UPST, GME at the end of the day, we talked about that. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So all in all, on the equity side, one trade didn't work today. Every single thing else did on the equity side, which is great. So good hit rate there. And then on the option side, we had a little bit of a choppier morning. We tried some PayPal out the gate. Ended up selling into that little pop and then getting stopped out the rest. On that, we had some Pfizer long, which we got like 50%. Got about 50% on that move, which was okay. Nothing too crazy there. We had some AMC long at the end of the day, which ended up going up about 80%. I'd have to look. I think it may have gone up even a little bit higher. We had QS 19 calls long. Got lucky on those. Got a nice little push for over 100% on that. We had Dash long at the end of the day as well. We had the 115 calls. Ended up getting those at the money, so that was a great little trade there for about 100% as well. Tesla roll. We talked about that, which worked out nicely. Microsoft, we ended up holding the Microsoft overnight, the 315s, just because it closed out very strong. So we had some BMY 75 lottos, the 75 calls. They didn't work. We were there for 13 cents. They're really cheap, so I figured, what the heck, not a huge deal. We ended up getting stopped out of some shop calls today. We grabbed some 800s. They didn't end up working. Got a little bit of a pullback on that. AMD 125 calls, which we sold into this morning for about 30%. Change, and then it got stopped out the rest. Oxy 52 puts. We tried these this morning. It ended up holding up, which I was actually surprised at, so that didn't end up working. Coin, we had some coin out the gate. The 210 calls right out the gate, we grabbed them. That ended up working out okay. Fucho, we tried some 45 lottos. Those ended up not working at 32 cents. They're nice and cheap, but obviously didn't work. And that's pretty much it on the option side. So option side pretty mixed. A bunch of stuff worked, some stuff didn't. But all in all, pretty decent day overall. Market was nice and bullish. You can't complain, when you get days like that after a little bit of a chop fest in the morning or in the afternoon. So all in all, solid day. We'll see if we get continuation on the market. It certainly looks like it's closing out strong enough for continuation. And the VIX did break that 2020 support on the downside, so that's a good thing. Anywho, we do trade and stream, guys, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every single day, Eastern Standard Time. And the Discord chat's open 24/7. If you guys want to come trade with us, feel free. www.spartantrading.com. Reach out if you have any questions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll speak with you tomorrow. Have a good one.